Hello, it's another Crafty Beggars Make of the Month with Decopatch, and today we're filming at the South Street Gallery in beautiful old Isleworth.
Now, anybody who's worked with Decopatch will know that no two pieces ever turn out the same, which is just one of its many delights.
And to prove the point, we have taken 7 of our crafty friends and we've asked them to get busy with the exact same vases.
Yep, and we cannot wait to see the results. So let's get in and get started. I see you're all ready for the Decopatch challenge. It's not really a challenge, is it, Wendy? It's just a bit of fun with Decopatch. You've all got the same vase. Well, the first thing that you need to know is it's incredibly simple. I mean, really, really so easy. It's amazing. Scissors aren't required. You just literally tear the paper up, okay? And it's better when you've got your chosen papers. I can see you've already been clever and sort of spied some papers you like. Tear them into pieces that are as small as possible, because they're much easier to put on if they're small. And what you're going to do is you're going to dip your brush into the glue. Okay, now this is really clever, this glue. It's glossy glue, and that actually has a sort of varnish within it, so that it makes it kind of splash proof, dust proof. You can wipe over your chosen article with a cloth afterwards, and it'll be great. Tear up your pieces of paper, get quite a pile in front of you in whatever design you think, sort of work out the design beforehand. Get a pile in front of you, dip your brush into the glue, okay, paste a little glue in the chosen area where you want to start, and then pick your paper up with the brush. There'll be enough residual glue on the brush to do that, and then make sure you smooth it right down. You don't want any air bubbles, which is why working with smaller pieces is good. And basically, you just carry on like that.
Keep going.
Yeah, and you won't believe how simple it is. You also just won't believe how quick it is.
Can we also say that Decopatch have very kindly provided a lot of embellishments? So we will see them on the table here. A lot of lovely crystals and sparkly bits to really make your vase unique. So use them as you will. Also, we've got, which Julie and I have used before, these patch liners.
Patch liners. I thought these were glue at first, Wendy. They're not. They're actually acrylic paint.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're acrylic paint. And they're 14 different colours, and you daub them on in tiny dots because they can spread. So just while you're not used to them, daub them in tiny dots. But that comes later, but it's good thinking, first of all, because what we want is for these vases to be as different as possible.
Has anyone got any questions before we start?
Okay, so I've got a question.
Oh, hold on. Yes, you've got a question.
Right, I've got a question. So how many sheets of paper would we need really to cover that vase, do you think?
Oh gosh, probably only about, in total, half a sheet, I thought.
Maybe one. I don't know. I mean, you might want to mix and match, but it uses incredibly little paper.
Right, okay, all right.
Any other questions? Oh, hold on, I'll come round. Okie doke.
Now, you said that we don't need scissors. Are we just tearing all the time?
Well, actually, we have said you don't need scissors because in theory, you don't have to use scissors. However, let me just give you a little example here. Right, see this sort of motif there, for instance, you would need scissors to say, cut that out specifically if you want to around the edges and put it on as it's, an embellishment, if you like, in its own right. Some of the paper really, really lends itself, some of the pattern, on the paper really lends itself to that kind of thing where you would cut with scissors. Otherwise, simply tear. Should we get on?
Yeah, you're ready? Go for it. Good luck. Ali's painting her bottom, Wend.
So is Corin.
Ali's bottom's rather pink.
I had noticed.
Okay, can see you're all getting on really, really well. Some of you faster than others. David and Patrick going off piste and not using little pieces wend.
Well, it's different. It's a different approach. I love it.
Just one thing, don't be stingy with your glue. Use as much as you like. There is plenty, and the effect you're aiming for is almost that it's painted. It's got to look really, really smooth afterwards. So make sure once you've glued it on, another coat of glue on the top of that.
The great thing about working with Decopatch is that it can really never come out wrong.
Yeah. Oh, oops.
Ooh, come on,
famous
Jules,
last words.
let's go. Jules, David's on his second one.
I know, but I think he's got some of his paper inside out wend.
Could be one of those happy accidents.
I doubt it.
Your Patrick's taken to Decopatch like a duck to water.
You'd hope so with that shirt wend. I think he'd like to be smothered in glue.
Whatever tickles your fancy, Jules.
Oh, now he's dropped his brush. Oh, he's decopatched his trousers.
Steady on, Jules. The brush is on the floor.
Corinne's using scissors and she's got a lovely angular effect.
And Ali's vase is really blossoming.
Wend, have you noticed they're drinking their Prosecco out of Christmas cups?
They must be recycling them, Jules. But you know what they say, Christmas can never come too early.
Next Decopatch challenge.
What an achievement. In less than 2 hours, everybody has transformed plain vases into something spectacular.
And as we promised at the beginning, we can guarantee you that each and every one of them is unique.
So this is my Decopatch vase, which I'm really, really pleased with. It was so easy to do, and I just really enjoyed the combination of cutting up all of the flowers and putting it all together, and I think it's blooming marvellous.
I created this vase by ripping up the paper first and actually sticking on the background. I then added the design on top through cutting, and then obviously embellished it and then starred it with my upcycled tie.
This is my finished vase. I really enjoyed myself this afternoon. It's great fun using the decoupage, and it evolves as you go along. If you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. You stick another thing on top of it. So really easy to make it look quite good, I think. Had a great time.
Well, I've really enjoyed myself this afternoon. I think I was brought in because I was the patsy of the group. As you can see, I've had a go, and I'd rather like this one. This is a sort of Festival of Britain look. And this one's got me jewels still here, and one of Melissa's ties, which I very much like. I think I'd take that home with me.
I've really enjoyed making my vase, and I love the vivid colours of the papers. I've also used a lot of embellishments, and the patch liner does these lovely spots. And it's much easier tearing the paper than cutting mosaic tiles.
All right, so this is my vase. I'm actually surprised by how much I like it. It's quite linear. I've gone for the scissors rather than tearing. But yeah, it's really effective technique and really relaxing to actually do. So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
I've had a lot of fun with this. The Decopatch glue certainly covers a multitude of sins, and I've gone for a fusion style with a fruity top and a Bollywood bottom.
Thank you for joining us on this Decopatch challenge.
See you next time for another Decopatch Make of the Month. Bye.
Bye.